everybody. I know that I've mentioned it on my blog how to make an embossed layer that doesn't have the center embossed in it or any other shape. So I wanted to show you how to do that with a video. In this case, I have a template that's oval, but because my trees didn't quite fit when I put the stars on top, I made another template and I cut it out just so it would fit right around there. This is what that template looks like in order to get my pattern pines trees in there. So you can kind of see how I cut that out. I just basically stamped it on some paper and then I laid that, cut around that about 3/8 of an inch all the way around my stamped image, so that, and I had to do that by trial and error is how I figured it out, but about 3/8 of an inch all the way around, and then that leaves, when you use this template, that leaves enough room to stamp in there plus get the stars on top. But I used 2 pieces of Designer Series, actually there's 3 pieces of Designer Series paper backing cardboard in here that I glue sticked together. You can see there's 3 layers in here. And I cut out each one with my craft knife in that funny shape. You know, you can do other shapes too, like just an oval or a circle, whatever shape you want, but I had this one special just for those trees. Then I placed my folder on over the center of that, because I wanted the hole centered, onto that piece of glued together cardboard that I had cut out. And then I put a little bit, I stick my folder on there and then I drew a pencil line all the way around, and the top 2 corners are rounded so you know how that's going to fit on there. And then I put 4 little strips of Dado temporary adhesive on here so that the folder will stick once I get it placed, because I'm going to run 20 of these through right now. So I just stick the folder on, press it down so it sticks to that temporary adhesive, and then I'm going to put my piece of paper in here. In this case I'm using Whisper White, and I want to center that Whisper White over the embossing. So I'm just looking at the edges of the embossing within the folder. Center it on there, close it up, and then I'm going to run it through on tab 2, no tabs. We'll see if it works. If it's not tight enough, I'll go back to what I thought. So I flipped my Big Shot multi-purpose platform so that I have no tabs. It's just on the base plate. Putting my folder that is attached to my cutout template, a clear plate on top of that, and then I'm just going to crank it through. Okay, I was wrong. It's actually tab 2. That's what I had written down. See, I forget these layers sometimes. So on this folder with my oval, I wrote down tab 2, then this template with the embossing folder dotted on, and then the clear plate on top. So I should have just listened to myself and done it. So I'm going to go all the way back to tab 2, which is basically the multi-purpose platform and all of the tabs. Instead of flipping it to tab 1, I'm just going to keep it on tab 2. Okay. Then my template with the embossing folder and my paper inside, a clear plate on top, and then crank it through. My squeaky handle. And then when I pull this out, it's just how I needed it to be with that goofy shape in the center, not embossed. Now I can use my Stampin-Up and stamp right over that. I've got all my sheets embossed with that pattern pines shape hole in the middle. I can use my Stampin' to stamp in there. You can kind of see how it's jagged edges, but when I put my Stampin' over and get those trees where I want them, leaving space for the stars at the top, put my handle in, take away my sheet, and then stamp down, it fits right in there. Everything was flat. I didn't have to stamp on any of the embossing. So now I can put my 3 stars at the top and finish off my card, which will eventually look like this. Thanks for watching. Bye.